Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing my debt snowball update or my debt update along with calculating how much I have in my sinking funds and savings and investments, sort of kind of, for the month of January as we are beginning to close out. So we are going to jump right on into it. If you are new to my channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are not new, welcome back. My name is Janelle. I do all things budgeting, and I also include work week lunches and grocery hauls and meal planning. So if that is something that you're interested in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And like I said, we are going to start off with our debt tracker. So I started off by making this debt tracker and setting it up to follow a particular payment setup to be able to pay my Wells Fargo card, my Discover card, my Capital One Auto, and my small student loan, Great Lakes. And have it all paid off by October. Now, I do just want to make one disclaimer that I do have two other debts that are not on here. They were originally not a debt when I first did this, but I'm not going to be adding it towards debt because I have a different plan for that. And I'm not too much consumed with that debt that I have because I know it'll be taken care of. So this is what I am focused on. So my Wells Fargo card, I have the amounts here. So going into January 2021, I had my Capital One Auto at 4110.72, my Great Lakes at 5200. Now that is on pause until October of 2021. And then my Wells Fargo, I had 1,071 cents on there. And then for Discover, I had 1187.74, which made my total amount of debt $11,499.17, which of course is a little skewed because like I said, I do have two other cards now that have debt on them. You'll see me doing some different things with it over the next couple of months, but it's not going to be considered part of like my debt snowball. So we're going to get into finally the actual debt part of things. So for January, I had a monthly payment of $614.11 and then $35 for Discover, $498.89 for my Capital One, and then $52 for my Great Lakes. So I'm going to use my green pen because guess what, you guys? For my Wells Fargo card, also, another quick statement is I have Stitch Fix. And if you have Stitch Fix or don't know what Stitch Fix is actually, it is like a clothing service where they send you about like 5 to 6 items either every month, every 2 to 3 weeks, or every other month, or however you want it to set up. They pick up clothes and send it to you. I am a very lazy person when it comes down to buying clothes, and I also don't think that I have much of a style either. So I actually have Stitch Fix. Whenever I was moving into my new house, I put it on pause until I was able to get everything situated and change the address and stuff. Well, they ended up unpausing my Stitch Fix and sending clothes to the wrong address. And so they credited me back because every time that you get an outfit, they charge you a $20 styling fee that will normally go towards the credit of the clothes that you purchase. So for my Wells Fargo, even though it was at $1,000.71, they charged $20 before I could pay it off. So I ended up having to pay 10/20/71 on this card. I did eventually get that credit back, so I do have a credit of $20 on my Wells Fargo account. But you know what that means, you guys? That means I have a zero balance on my Wells Fargo card, you guys. My Wells Fargo is paid off, and it was not supposed to be paid off until February. So I'm so proud of myself. And then for Discover, my monthly payment was going to be just $35. But guess what, y'all? Your girl was on it for 2021 in January, okay? I paid $1205.37. And guess what, y'all? This card is also paid off in full. You guys, I just can't be more than blessed to be able to have these two credit cards paid off because I just didn't know what I was going to do. So what happened is I used just like my regular pay to pay off my Wells Fargo card. I also did get a little bit more money than expected in my commissions. And then I actually pretty much just took all of my money in my sinking funds and my one of my savings account and just went ahead and paid off Discover. Y'all just don't know how much this is going to help me in the long run. It sucks because I don't have any money really in savings, but it does feel good to not have to get any interest on any of these cards. So I feel really, really good about that. And so the reason this is $1205.37 instead of the $1187 and some change is I did make a purchase right before I was going to pay this off. So I just did have to cover that small payment. But these cards are currently at zero in a sense, or will be at zero whenever it closes out again. Right now I do use my Discover card to buy all of my groceries and then I pay it back. So I do have a couple of dollars on there, but it did already close out at 0%, and going into February it will be at zero. So these two right here are going to be correct. And then for my Capital One, I paid $500. So the actual monthly payment is $498.89. However, I just do a straight $500 and I split them into bi-weekly payments. So I pay $250 every 2 weeks, which is when I get paid. So I did put $500 towards my car. And originally, like I said, I started off at $4,110.72. And I am currently at, let's see where I'm at, $3,665.71. So you guys, actually, let's do the math really quickly because I don't know how much. Even though it was... Okay, so matter of fact, normally I would have a place to be able to put my... like how much interest went to where and stuff like that. But I did write it off to the side just so I could tell you guys for my car. So I put the $500 towards my car. $445.01 went to actual principal. And then I only had $54.99 that went towards interest. So... excuse me, y'all. That was really, really good. And I'm so excited because in February, I can hopefully start putting some extra money towards this debt because I kind of want to have my car paid off by the end of April instead of having it paid off in June, which will give me 2 more months to start putting money towards my Great Lakes. So this is where this gets tricky, okay? Because I budgeted $52 for my monthly payment for Great Lakes. However, they have, like I said, extended our forbearance until October 2021. So I did not actually make a payment for this, and I still have a balance of $5,200. Now, going forward, I actually have a different plan for this. So this $52 that you see here, I am going to still take it out of my paycheck, and I'm going to put it in my Wells Fargo savings account, which is my Saving Twos checking account. And I am going to continue to save the money that I'm supposed to save for this Great Lakes account into that savings account. Now, the reason why I'm not making actual payments to the account is because I know that they're in talks about maybe getting part or a certain amount of money paid off for your student loans. So my deal is even if they grant me at least $5,000 of my loan being paid off, then I only necessarily have $200 that I need to pay off. However, if in October they decide, or by then they haven't decided on anything, at least I already have the $5,200 and I can go and just pay off my student loan and I'm good to go. But if they pay it off, then I just get to have $5,200 in savings and I am all good to go. So that is why going forward, I am just going to be taking that money and putting it into my savings account and just allowing it to sit down there and then see where they go with the talks on those student loans. So I won't actually be making actual payments. I'll just be saving those payments. So you guys, as of, I think today's the 27th of January, I won't be making any more payments to any of my debt. So I am technically, based on this consumer's debt, I am going into February at $8,865.71. So that's what we're going to be tackling in the month of February. So now that we have taken care of our debt tracker and seen what I have paid in the month of January, which was such a huge success for me, we are going to go ahead and go to my savings, sinking funds, and investments. So I have this little chart here. These are sort of like what my goals are for 2021. I wasn't expecting that I was going to use most of the money I already have, but this is going to be a great challenge for me to see how much I can actually save this year, with also paying off some of my debt. So I'm just going to kind of put this off to the side. Hopefully you guys can see it, but we are just going to go through all of my sinking funds and savings, and we're going to be jotting down how much money I actually have saved for the month of January. Okay. So for my car funds, I actually should use a different pen. So for the month of January, I actually just have $1 saved in my car funds. I have car maintenance, and car maintenance was only one of the only ones that still had money left in there, because car maintenance is very important for me, over anything else that I have for like my sinking funds. So I rolled over $415 and I deposited 15. So I have a total of $430 in my car maintenance account. My car maintenance will eventually have the money that I need for my car insurance, but I got to take it one step at a time, y'all, because I'm definitely not rich. For clothes, I have a balance of $10 in here. For fun and travel, I have a balance of $10 in here. For health, I also have a balance of $10. For holidays, I have a balance of $5. For home, I have a balance of $10. And then for my 30th birthday, I have a balance of $5, and this does complete all of my sinking funds. Now to my savings. My savings one, which is in my Capital One savings account, along with all of my sinking funds, I have $21.18. And actually, I should fix this because I am going to have some money go into here for the end of January. So I may adjust this. I may just add it to February. We'll see what I decide to do. For savings two, which is in my Wells Fargo account, I have $30.12. And then for my emergency fund, which is in my Smart Financial Savings account that I share with my partner, we have $361.37. And then for my last three accounts, these are going to be my investment accounts. And the money that I'm saying that is in here is the money that I just put into that account. It's not my actual balance. I do have a net worth worksheet that I did create myself. So when I do my net worth for the end of January, you guys will be able to see what those actual numbers are. So for Robinhood, I have, or just kidding, for Acorns, I have $10 that I've put into that account for this month. And then, We have my IRA, which is my Roth IRA retirement fund, and that also got $10 a month. And my Robinhood also has $10 a month. And that does complete all of my savings accounts and sinking funds. And we're going to go ahead and add all of these up. And I am not going to include these three in here because it's not really a savings amount. We're just going to count everything else. So we are going to add $1 plus 430 plus 10, 20, 30, 35. So plus 35 plus 10, 15. So plus 15 plus 2118 plus 3012 plus 36137 equals, I have $893.67 in savings. Oops, why am I writing 86? 893.67. Like I said, this may get adjusted a little bit, and I'll let you guys know because I'm not sure if I'm going to be adding my last sinking funds or my change rollover to this January, or if I'm going to be adding it to February. But as of right now, it's 893.67 for my totals for my sinking funds. So not terribly bad. I actually thought it was going to be a lot less. But it's not. So not bad for January, you guys. If you guys like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Comment down below, and if you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and click that subscribe button. You know you want to. And I'll see you guys in the next one.